We are still continuing to cover the breaking news of the Apple Fire out in Cherry Valley. Progress to report today in the battle against that fire burning just west of the Coachella Valley. It is now 30% contained. News Channel 3's Tom Tucker is live at the Fire Command Center in Beaumont with the latest on the blaze. Tom?
Well, Peter, reasons for cautious optimism out here at the base camp in the city of Indio. Firefighters are expecting relatively cooler temperatures over the next few days and increases in the humidity levels, so they hope that will help them get the upper hand in this blaze. And that also is reflected in the fact that they think by August 17th they could have this fire fully contained, so that's certainly the good news. The bad news is that this fire has already destroyed 12 structures, including 4 homes, so there are at least some people looking for a new place to live. There are 2,500 fire crews working this blaze from all over Southern California, and one of those firefighters was injured overnight. He's with the U.S. Forest Service. He suffered a minor injury. Other good news, all mandatory evacuation orders in Riverside County have been lifted. However, mandatory evacuation orders remain in effect for San Bernardino County, and that's for an area east of Oak Glen Road. That is the community of Oak Glen. So that is a community of concern at this point. It's not urgent concern, but it is an area they're watching closely at this point. Also, Congressman Raul Ruiz is expected to arrive here around 12:45. We hope to get a comment with him before he's briefed, and if not, we'll speak with him after he's briefed by officials here at the camp. He's expected to talk about possible federal aid to be used for paying for this firefight. Joining me now is Riverside County Captain Thomas Schutz. He's the public information officer to give us some thoughts on this blaze. Captain Schutz, thanks for joining us. How would you assess progress so far in the blaze?
You know, things are looking good. Like you mentioned, we have a ton of resources out here, so we're really doing the best we can. There continues to be challenges. As you can see behind us, the terrain is pretty crazy as the fire moves into the forest, but we have crews out there. We have aircraft in the air. They've been working for several days now trying to hold this thing. We've made a lot of progress these last few days, so much so that we were able to repopulate some of the areas, lift some of the evacuation orders for Riverside County, and we're going to continue working in the Oak Glen areas and trying to protect that area, Forest Falls, and then heading east as it moves to the reservation.
With regard to Oak Glen and Forest Falls, what would you put the alert level at this point? How concerned should homeowners be in those communities?
I think it's important for folks to heed the evacuation orders and make sure they leave. Things can change very rapidly. This area is known for wind and for wind changes, and so the last few days we're looking pretty dicey. Yesterday things started to look good, and we started to get the upper hand in those areas. That being said, we need line around. We need to separate the fields before we can really feel comfortable with letting folks back in there. That hasn't finished happening, and so we continue to work, and we're going to continue to try to cool it down with the aircraft while we get ground resources in.
All right, Captain Thomas Schutz, PIO with CAL FIRE, thanks so much for joining us here this afternoon. Stand by for me. We'll look forward to getting some more information from you in just a moment. We appreciate that. Another quick note to pass along, there's a community meeting tonight at the Yucaipa Community Center at 6:30. That meeting is open to the public. It's an opportunity for residents to voice their concerns, ask their questions, and an opportunity to get the latest updates on the firefighting efforts. We're live at the base camp in Beaumont. Tom Tucker reporting, News Channel 3. Peter, back to you.
All right, thanks, Tom. And we'll continue to bring you the latest developments on the Apple Fire as soon as it comes in.